I just didn't care for the way it smelled on me, but when I sprayed it on his skin, different story. I gotta tell you about it. I've been meaning to tell you, there have been so many different fragrances that my guys have tried, and I'll tell them as soon as they pick it up, oh, that's very, very sweet. You might not like that one. Most of the ladies like it. They spray it on their skin and it smells amazing, amazing. So I want to share with you some fragrances that work for the younger gentleman in your life. It's from being, when they're in that changing boys to men, that kind of stage, like No Addition was saying. So these are some fragrances I really want to share with you, one of which is an honorable mention because it was recently on my declutter tray, yet again, sprayed it on their skin and it was outstanding. So I'm going to start with that one. This is Taskeen Marina. Recognize this from my declutter tray. The bottle is empty. I mean, take a look. It is empty. I didn't know that until I went to their room to check for some fragrances that I wanted to put in the video, and the bottle is empty. So, well, to their credit, I did ask them to please save the bottles for me so that I could talk about them in my videos. So perhaps that's why this one is still there. So it worked out. Taskeen Marina is a beautiful, sweet, fruity, floral fragrance, but I'm telling you, everything from what you shower with, to what you use as topical cream, topical ointments, even if you're taking medication, hydration, do you have a lot of soda in your life? Alcohol, there's so many things that can affect the final outcome of what's going to emit from your skin. I have 5 that I want to share with you. 5 primarily Middle Eastern brands, because when you're dealing with someone who is not purchasing their own fragrances yet, I first want to see how serious you are about enjoying them. Are you using them if I get them for you? And then secondly, I want you to appreciate the experience of owning something that's more of a premium brand. And so as I'm getting my money's worth and testing all this out, these are primarily Middle Eastern brands I'm going to share with you today. Only one is a designer, but it is very affordable. So now that I've gotten that out the way, I want to share with you a fragrance that is mild. It is warm. I have it in my own collection, and after my youngest had a chance to spray this, he fell in love with it. And I said, well, if you're really serious about it, I'll get you your own bottle. And I did. And look where he is on the bottle. This is Magnetiq from the partnership of French Avenue and Aromatix. He is nearly done. See that? Just a few sprays. Didn't tell me about it at all, but I love Magnetiq. The fragrance notes on this is bergamot, pink pepper, and lavender on the top. Heart notes would give you rosemary, orange blossom, neroli, iris, and musk. Base notes, sandalwood, cedarwood, oak moss, vanilla, myrrh, and amber. This fragrance is so mild. I mean, it's very, very mild. Not only is it refreshing in this time of year because it is super hot where I am, we're talking about heat wave weather where the temperature is 101 with humidity and no breeze, that kind of humidity. This fragrance stands close to the skin. It projects from the skin. It holds onto your skin until you shower. This has given me easily 8 hours just on my clothes. So when it heats up on your skin, it is extremely refreshing. As you can see, he has been wearing this, and we are nearly done. After a day's wear, he will be finished with this, and I'll be getting him another bottle lest he take mine. But this is a wonderful fragrance. It's very, very affordable. And if you have someone who's interested in these fragrance notes, I think they would enjoy it. It's very, very appropriate for this time of year. Again, it's not heavy. It's light, it's refreshing. You can wear this to the gym, certainly at school. You can wear it to church, just about anywhere. If you choose to make it a signature fragrance, then go for it. I don't encourage my guys to have a signature fragrance because there's just so much variety. I want them really to continue to explore and see what notes stand out to them the most. And I am pleasantly surprised that he got this bottle and it is nearly finished. So money well spent. This is Magnetiq, French Avenue partnership with Aromatix, and this is absolutely fantastic. The next fragrance I want to share with you is coming from Paris Corner. Now this is, you can consider this one to be a fusion of something earthy and something woody. And I don't own this one. This is something that I bought exclusively for my oldest because I did try it out because I love the Khair line. I should say Khair line from Paris Corner. I love that line, but for me at the time, I was not at the level of appreciating woody fragrance notes. I am now, but he has since fallen in love with this particular fragrance, and this is now his second bottle. I'm sharing with you now Khair, the original from Paris Corner. This is a soft, seductive, mildly seductive kind of a fragrance. Now, I'm not suggesting that you get something heavy and seductive for your child. I'm just simply saying that the allure is such that it is warming. It is one of those things that makes you say, what is that? Boy, you smell amazing. We have bergamot on the top, along with grapefruit and other fruits. Middle notes, cedarwood and patchouli. On the base, we have an animalistic note, along with musk and amber. So there you have it when I said it's mildly seductive, and because it really does draw you in, but softly. This is not one of those that's going to project out into the air where you can smell someone 10 feet away. No, and they don't spray it that way. They don't spray as heavily as Mama does. But as you can see, this is where he is in the fragrance, but this is his second bottle. And this is the kind of thing that when you get within an arm's length, I should say, I usually smell them pretty much at an arm's length, and it is good. This is a wonderful fragrance. I'm very pleased that he's enjoying it, and I think it's a great place to start if you're not quite certain what your loved one or what your friend or whomever might be in your life that you think could appreciate this fragrance. It could be even someone, these fragrances, just because I said I'm appealing this video to the younger adults, does not mean that a grown man can't wear it. A grown man can absolutely wear Aromatix Magnetiq. I mean, a grown man created it. So that tells you right there, Manib, right here on YouTube, that is his fragrance. And I love that fragrance. I have it myself. This one is also adult friendly, but it's just not so sophisticated that someone of an adolescent age can't also enjoy it. So I highly recommend this one if you're looking for something warm, earthy, and grounding, and a soft, subtle musk appeal. This is absolutely fantastic. There's a fly in here, child. Of course, as soon as I start filming, the fly starts going around. Let's get to the next fragrance. For all the reasons I didn't like Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar from Khair, and don't ask me what number it is. I just know that it's Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. Super duper 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 sweet. That's the kind of sweetness that, they've got the right title, because Candy Rock Sugar is everything that you get in that fragrance. Well, we're still in the fragrance house of Paris Corner. They have a fragrance called Confection that will give you a wonderful, wonderful representation of that fragrance from Khair. And it was just way, 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 way too sweet for me. I gave my original of that bottle to a friend, and it smelled amazing on him. I couldn't believe how good that fragrance smelled on him. Just amazing. And then when my oldest sprayed it on his skin, once again, it's a totally different essence of a fragrance note and composition when it's on someone else's skin, not just the male, but just someone else's skin. So again, don't judge a fragrance based on the paper. Don't judge it based on your skin. Don't judge it based on someone else's skin. You really have to try it for yourself. And, for me, I could easily say, oh, this didn't work for me. It's a terrible fragrance, but that's not fair to someone else because they might have a totally different experience, and they did. This is Confection from Paris Corner. Very, very sweet on me, which is why I was drawn away from it, but I'm always drawn to it when I smell it on my son. The top notes: pear, whipped cream. Heart notes: jasmine, ylang-ylang, and cashmere. Base notes: sandalwood, marshmallow, and vanilla. And I'm telling you, this is still sugary and warm, but it's very tame. It's very dialed back when you get it on that masculine skin, at least for the ones that I have experienced it with. It's been a difference. I have yet to spray this on another female and see if I get the same thing on my skin. But for every young man and every grown man I've sprayed this on, because we're all into fragrance, so we're not, opposed to trying something that's branded as a male or branded as a female. It doesn't change your gender. Chromosomes are chromosomes. So just spray the fragrance. If it's something that you unapologetically enjoy, don't be afraid of that. Just spray it. If you like it, wear it. Okay? It's going to be totally different from one person to another. So don't be afraid of the fragrance notes and the fact that most of the time someone might say, well, it leans to the feminine side or leans to the masculine side, because some people might generally want to know that. Some people just want to have something that is all the way something that only a lady would probably wear, or something that's all the way only a gentleman would probably wear. But once again, it's truly based on your own personal scent profile. Go for it. Find something that works for you. And that's what he did, because that Paris Corner Confection smells amazing on him. He also has Felicity. That's the likeness of Khair's wedding silk Santal, which I have. So I told him, since I have both of these, you can have my bottle of Felicity, because I don't need both of those fragrance profiles in my collection. And huge success. He stayed on me about that, and it smells great on him. So give it a try. See what it works like for someone else in your life besides you. See if it's a success. I'd love to hear about it. While we're on the subject of wearing fragrances that are said to be associated with the gentleman or with the lady, I have quite a few fragrances in my own personal collection that are probably branded as genderless or unisex, let me know in the comments if you would like me to share some of those fragrances with you, because I know there are some ladies I wouldn't even pick up the bottle and show them. But then there are others that don't mind, and everyone doesn't want to smell like a marshmallow or a cupcake or even a rose or a lily, honey. There are fragrances, I'm telling you, that you can wear that will not shift your profile as far as being a woman or a man. Just wear what it is that you enjoy wearing. Okay. This next one, as I promised you, these are not all Middle Eastern brands. I have a designer brand for you. This is from Nautica, Nautica Voyage. I was recommended this fragrance by watching Curly Fragrance here on YouTube. And this is said to be an aquatic, woody type of a fragrance. Very, very fresh, very, very clean, very oceanic. And I enjoy it. And my son is right about here on this fragrance. I have to ask him, does he want me to re-up on these bottles? Because so far the ones I've shared with you are definitely on their second bottle, or they're definitely really ready to ask me for another one. So let me share with you the fragrance notes on Nautica Voyage. The top notes are green leaves, apple. Middle notes, lotus, mimosa. Base notes, musk, cedar, oak moss, and amber. And I'm telling you, there's nothing about this fragrance that you can't wear, even as a woman. It does have some floral in it. It does have some florals in it, but that gives it a soft, kind of a airy essence to it. I mean, you can wear this alone. I've smelled the fragrance before I got it for him because I wanted to make sure there were no defects. This is a very fresh, airy, light, crisp fragrance that you can wear, whether it's to the gym, whether it's to the office, whether it's to, a hospital if you go there. You can pretty much wear this anywhere. Very, very easy, signature friendly fragrance if that's what you're looking for. I would say that even a woman can wear this with confidence. This does not lean necessarily masculine or feminine, but it is probably going to be more attractive to gentlemen or ladies that might be said to be tomboy or not necessarily wanting to wear, the sweet cherry floral, whipped cream fragrances of the world. I've worn fragrances like this and been fully satisfied. So this is Nautica Voyage. It is great for all gentlemen of any age, but even if my kids were younger, they would probably be wearing something like this. Because tell me about it. Give me a comment in the notes below. Have your friends and family begun to change the way they think about fragrance based on your passion? Because for me, my friends at work, my personal friends, my family, everyone has kind of been affected by my personal love for fragrance, be it oils, you know, body sprays, certainly fragrances and perfumes. Based on the difference between that and a cologne, everyone has kind of taken an interest in it and really leaned in a little bit more to say, well, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? Or can you pick something out for me? Leave me a comment and tell me how your passion for fragrance has affected your friends and family. And I have one more fragrance to share with you, then we're going to wrap this up. I just had a chance to ask my guys a question. They just came in the house from getting haircuts. You know how we like to put oils and body creams and lotions to help give the longevity to our skin. Well, they are good with getting their showers and putting their regular lotion or ointment just to keep their skin moisturized. But beyond that, I asked them, did you want any body oils? Do you want to start trying those? Because they do have a lot of different fragrances I think you might like. I've got quite a bit on my dresser. They already know that they have carte blanche on Mommy's collection because I have a vast array of body oils, Middle Eastern and non, and certainly a full array of fragrances, designer niche and Middle Eastern, that they could try. And both of them said no, they're not ready for the oil shit. They're not really into that. So interestingly enough, also, the one that I just shared with you, the bottle that is empty, he said he would like another bottle of that, but he didn't want another bottle of the Magnetiq because I was going to offer him my bottle since he was out of it. Not that I don't want my Magnetiq, because I'm telling you, that fragrance still stands to me as one of those notes that it reminds me of somebody who's a power player in the room. And usually the most powerful is probably the most quiet. And I always imagine them wearing a fragrance like Magnetiq. Let's continue. From Afnan, one of my favorite fragrance houses. I don't particularly hear a lot of people talking about this one, although there are conversations. And just because I didn't personally hear anyone talking about it doesn't mean that it hasn't been spoken about. Maybe I just didn't hear that conversation. So I will say this. This one is an aquatic fragrance. It's refreshing. It is invigorating. It is something that, because I don't hear it spoken about a lot, I'm going to share it with you today. This is 9 a.m. Dive. It's funny, both of my guys have this bottle, but one is completely finished with it, like this one. The other one is full on the dresser, so I need to do some replacements for these bottles, but they smell amazing. The fragrance notes here are lemon, pink pepper, mint, black currant. In the heart, we have apple, incense, and cedar. And in the base, we have patchouli, jasmine, ginger, and sandalwood. Long lasting impression. It's going to give you a full day of wear. Actually, all these fragrances are good to wear for the entire school day, the entire college day, the entire work day. And certainly, I always encourage those of you to, top them off if you have the, patience to do so. It's certainly well worth it. But you don't have to. Not with these. You don't have to. They will hold you and keep you in these hot summer months. So please share with me. Tell me what you think about these. Did you enjoy them? Do you have any recommendations that you'd like to share with us? Please put them down in the comments. I would love to read them and respond back to you. I would also appreciate your thumbs up to keep this channel growing along with your subscription because these conversations are just not the same without you. So I appreciate you stopping by and I look forward to catching up with you in the next one. I've got a lot to share with you. Take good care and thanks for stopping by.